When you're a kid, having fun is easy. Life is set up for opportunities for you to play. Then something changes when you become an adult.
Well, I'm on a trip that feels like summer camp for grown-ups who love outdoor adventures and wildlife experiences.
This is Uncruise Adventures, and the goal is simple: total immersion in the nature around you.
The industry didn't like it because, oh, you're knocking cruising. We got to all be together. And I'm going, hold on. What you call cruising and what I call an adventure are two different things.
Uncruise sails smaller ships that are able to navigate waters to the most remote places, from Alaska to the Hawaiian Islands to South America. Smaller ships, smaller groups, and a better opportunity to travel more responsibly.
We're all very much people that are into conservation and trying to have low impact, leave only footprints and this kind of thing. So that model just fits.
Yeah.
Because we're really less about the boat and more about the sea and the land.
About that boat, our journey takes place on the Safari Voyager, a vessel big enough for up to 66 guests with spacious decks for marine life sightings. There's a comfortable lounge for socializing with 270-degree view windows, so you won't miss a thing while chatting with new friends on board. And the mouth-watering food is prepared by chefs who take pride in presenting the tastiest cuisine you'll need to fuel up before and after your daily adventures. Now, we all like a room tour. Check out the cozy cabins, which feel like home, decorated to pay homage to the cultures of Latin America, which is where this ship sails. The decor is in line with the casual atmosphere of the entire ship.
This is Catherine, your expedition leader.
Our 7-day journey takes us to Mexico's west coast in the Sea of Cortez.
We're looking at weather that we're getting in over satellite, and then just the possible sites that we can go to in this region.
The itinerary is vague, and that's on purpose. The plan changes based on weather and where the animals are, which of course is the main goal of this trip.
Blue whales will have gigantic spouts come up.
While sailing, it's your chance to spot wild and marine life in the air, on land, and in the sea from one of the ship's viewing decks. But the highlight for me was all about the opportunities to hop in the ocean for face-to-face encounters with sea lions. We were taken by local guides to a special snorkel spot where we could swim with colorful reef fish and sea lions. And these little guys were just as curious of us as we were of them.
The key is that we're out here trying to swim with the babies, the pups. They're the ones who are friendly and curious, but we have to keep our eyes out on the males. And they're extremely obvious because they're the big guys.
These baby sea lions were about 7 to 8 months old and were practicing their tricks seemingly just for our entertainment, like blowing bubbles and snipping at our water cameras.
That was a really special experience with a special colony of sea lions that happened to actually really like interactions with humans. You couldn't do what we did today in other colonies of sea lions.
A good rule of thumb to have ethical encounters with wildlife is to follow the instructions of your guides. Typically, your guide is a naturalist or expert, and animal behavior varies for each species in every region of the world.
Now remember, our mission is to experience as many wildlife encounters as possible.
Our cruise aligned with the season when female gray whales and their babies are in the area. Our excursion is once again led by local guides who take us through the sanctuary where they navigate our boat safely through the bay. In no time, the large beasts start coming up for air around us. As gray whales are true mammals, they come up for air every 3 to 5 minutes. And there were so many, we lost count. And whenever you saw a baby, stand by because mama was near. Gray whales take the longest migration of any living animal. Around October, gray whales start a 2 to 3 month trip south. They are slow swimmers, averaging 3 to 5 miles per hour during migration. And by late December, they start to arrive in the calving lagoons of Baja. Skiff rides take us back and forth from the ship to the beach for our daily excursions. And each ride is another opportunity to be visited by our friends in the sea.
Pretty much just look anywhere.
Like this pod of about a dozen dolphins who decided to follow us one evening around sunset on our way back to the ship.
So we've been popping around island to island all around the Baja Peninsula, and I will tell you, we've been taking a new hike each new day on each new island, and every one is worthwhile because it offers something a little different.
From the salt flats of Isla San Jose.
Some of the fruit from some of these cacti, not this one, that's convenient, but the one behind it, which is that is a pitaya dulce, and that puts out a pitaya, which is, it looks like a dragon fruit.
To the desert landscapes of Playa Bonanza.
The size of the hummingbird is related also with the times of that they can beat their wings.
To trekking over uncharted trails on untouched islands. They say travel is about the people you meet, and on this trip with Uncruise Adventures, you're sure to find fellow travelers who are curious and passionate about nature and wildlife. People who just want to take a hike, jump in the ocean, and learn about indigenous and local cultures. There's a reward for every adventure in the form of memories that will no doubt last a lifetime.